Hello everyone and welcome to the TV6 Digital Desk live stream. My name is Molly Birch and I'll be taking you through a recap of today's headlines. This stream runs every night starting at 8/7 Central Time from Sunday to Thursday. Feel free to comment and ask any questions you have in the chat as you feel like it. I'll do my best to answer those questions as we go and after the stream as well. You can also find us streaming on Facebook or YouTube, whichever platform you would prefer. With all that business out of the way, let's take a look at our first story for tonight. Developing now, wildland fighters are continuing to battle a more than 100-acre wildfire in Baraga County. Marquette-based Michigan DNR fire specialist Keith Murphy says the fire in the McCormick Wilderness, known as the Summit Lake Fire, spans 120 acres. Fire danger is high to very high over much of the state and is expected to stay that way. The U.S. Forest Service wants you to know there is aircraft in the area and temporary flight restrictions are in place to keep firefighters safe. And the Biden administration is giving $325 million to Hemlock Semiconductor for a new factory. This would support 180 manufacturing jobs in Saginaw County, where Republicans and Democrats were neck and neck for the past two presidential elections. This is part of a broader industrial strategy that Vice President Kamala Harris's campaign supports. Donald Trump sees tariff hikes and income tax cuts as better to support manufacturing. A senior administration official said the timing of the announcement is because of the negotiating process for reaching terms on the grant, not because of political considerations. After site work, Hemlock Semiconductor plans to begin construction in 2026 and start production in 2028. A Manistee coffee shop plans an expansion thanks to a small business grant in our next story. Limestone Federal Credit Union awarded the Grind Coffee House an Elevate grant for almost $20,000. The Grind owner, Haley Holt, says the money will go toward a third espresso machine. It will also go toward making the seating area more spacious.
We're expanding and we're looking to add delivery, so it was it was on our radar anyways, but we were just able to get a little bit sooner with this grant. It'll just help us be able to be more cohesive and kind of work more efficiently, in turn lessening up the time for everybody and allowing us to focus on other things.
Holt says besides coffee, the shop's mission is to bring awareness to mental health needs in the community. In Decision 2024 coverage, campaigns are spending more money than ever in the race for the 109th State House District. The latest reports from the Michigan Secretary of State show Republican 109th State House candidate Carl Bonak's campaign spent $57,000 this election cycle. His opponent, incumbent Democrat Jen Hill, has spent triple that at $192,000. A political consultant says this increase in spending can mean campaigns feel uncertain about how voters are leaning. The 109th State House District has been blue for decades, but as the rest of the UP becomes solidly red, he says the 109th could follow suit.
The only seat that has not gone into the Republican hands in the Upper Peninsula is the 109th District, and the Republicans think Carl Bonak's the guy that might be able to take them there.
The latest campaign finance numbers are from just after the August primary. If you want to learn more about each candidate in this race, TV6 featured both in a candidate forum last month. You can find that now on UpperMichiganSource.com and the TV6 Plus app. Today, 120 juniors and seniors from 8 UP high schools learned how to be stronger leaders. The youth were at the inaugural Power UP Student and Leadership Summit at Manistee High School. Workshops included how to inspire a team, how to make good choices, and how to identify a passion project. 17-year-old Alexis McDade was the main event coordinator. She says organizing such a large event helped elevate her own leadership skills.
I had to organize most of this and get everyone.
I just put that I wanted to coach young hockey kids, make them better, improve the Manistee program. I think in every aspect of life for kids, if there's not leaders, then things won't get done.
The faculty advisor says next year he hopes to have 200 students and 4 additional schools at the Youth Summit. Time is running out to enjoy the warm weather across the UP. TV6's Tristan Kendrick caught up with a few people in Marquette to learn how they make the most of the warm weather.
It's not common to have 70-degree weather in Marquette this time of year. Today's high of 74 at the National Weather Service in Negaunee Township was 25 degrees above normal. Some people found ways to enjoy the weather by taking part in multiple activities. Some did casual activities like walking, while others rode jet skis and flew planes. Marquette resident Patricia Lojek and her husband Stanley Stalla spent part of the day collecting rocks at Presque Isle.
It's the water. There's the differences in rocks, so you can constantly look and never see, the same type. Of course, we want to find agates, but that's a rarity.
Lojek's husband Stalla says he's just here because he supports anything his wife does.
So I like collecting the rocks, but she's got the good eye. So I congratulate her every day for what she's found, and I kind of tag along. She does all the work, and I do all the congratulatory.
Another couple enjoying the warm weather says they traveled from Indiana. AJ Martinez says he and his girlfriend Kirsten Grover are slowly falling in love with Marquette.
We did some shopping downtown earlier today, and now we're just kind of seeing what all the sights that we can see. We've been here 2 days, but so far it seems really nice. We've loved everything we've seen.
Ian Chase says he and his boyfriend Michael were ready to take advantage of the warm weather in October.
It's really sunny and unusual for this time of year, so decided that it'd be good to get outside. And
Thank you, Tristan. This October, the Women's Center is observing Domestic Violence Awareness Month. It encourages you to join along in recognizing victims of abuse. The Women's Center hosts coffee with an advocate on Tuesdays, encourages people to wear purple on Fridays, and has a traveling survivor art display up for the rest of the month. The center moved the display from the Peter White Public Library. Let's get the right label in there for you guys. There we go. They moved the exhibit from the Peter White Public Library to the Munising Public Library last week. It features pictures of survivors along with their stories in their own words. The Women's Center says the displays bring attention to the fact that abuse can come in many forms and can look different for different people.
We like to highlight everybody's story because everybody has a unique story when it comes to domestic violence. Everybody is coming from a different background and situation.
You can visit the display during the library's open hours until the end of the month. And finally tonight on the TV6 Digital Desk live stream, parts of West Washington Street will be closed Saturday in downtown Marquette. The 100 and 200 blocks will be closed to make the downtown Halloween trick-or-treating event safer and create a festive atmosphere. The trick-or-treating event will run from 4 to 7 in the evening. The social district will also be closed during this time, meaning adults can't walk around with alcohol. This is because the event is centered around children.
So this is one of the events that we plan that's not so much an economic driver, but more of a social one, to try and get people out downtown in costume, just enjoying themselves and kind of seeing a different face of the downtown.
Bradford encourages those interested to go online to see which businesses are participating. To find this information, go to our website, uppermichigansource.com, or the TV6 and Fox UP mobile news app. And that's all the stories I have for you tonight. If you would like to share a story idea with us, feel free to contact us at any time. These are a few easy ways to get a hold of both myself and others in the newsroom. And again, you can contact us at any time. We'd love to hear from you and what's happening in your community. Thank you all again for joining me live at the TV6 Digital Desk. I'll see you all tomorrow on either Facebook or YouTube. Until then, have a great rest of your night.